This here is a video clip I flew the day before I went and hauled the Polox wood to town. And you can see, yeah, we didn't get a lot done. It's opened up pretty good. But the next day when I got back to work this morning, man, there was a difference. I'll show you that in the next upcoming clip. Right about here you can see out to the road. To the left is the road we travel in on. The boys were using that for a skid trail, and when I come back, look at how open it is up by the road. Eric opened it right up. A lot of wood still on the ground when I flew here, but they're moved it all forward here. We'll get it cleaned up here in a little bit. But there's a big difference in a day. I can't believe it. And then I flew the stockpile out there, and that'll be coming up here just shortly. Well, you look at this stockpile. I was gone and Steven really loaded it up. I had it only partway started, that big row, and he finished it and turned the corner. That's just amazing. And I flew it about noon today, and he's got more in there yet. I think he put in 10 loads today, if I'm not mistaken. And I was probably at about the 5 load mark when I videotaped this, so there'd be 5 extra loads in there already. Right now we have 39 loads in that area, and we're planning on putting as much as we can get out of that sale we're working on into there. Took a little flight out in the woods, and look what I found sitting out there. Nice looking dozer. Man, I'd like to get on that, run it. Never run one of them hydrostatic turning dozers. Oh, there's actually somebody in that one. Ah, you see that? He didn't even know I was flying around him. The biggest dozer I run was a D9 push cat. And then I'd run a dresser, TD20, shearing timber down on state sales. I don't know if they're going to try and log that off this year or what. They should have had it opened up a long time ago. I don't know if they's been in there at all with the dozer and froze it down, but hopefully they did. Maybe they'll log back in here this year, but otherwise it'll be set for next year, get all the heavy grass off. I flew off this stump when I left. I thought it would be a good place to leave from, and I pushed a return home feature, and you can see it's coming pretty close. Wasn't safe to land because I'd have tipped the drone over sideways because it was landing half on, half off the stump, so I had to kind of correct it a little bit. This is an earlier clip of Alex doing a knife change. I thought I'd throw this in. This is just a random bunch of videos that I didn't show, video clips, and thought I'd throw them out here for you guys to watch.
quite well for doing these circle cuts stuff here. I'll show you guys for a second. It's called Avenza Maps, and it shows the entire sail on it. You can see all the little circle cuts on it. Here's that clear cut that we just come out of right there. And that blue dot, that's where we're at right now. But all these other ones throughout here, those are all circle cuts that we done. There's a big clear cut on this end. So that's all the stuff that we've just finished up, all that orange. Now we're going to be moving down to this big blue area and these few other circle cuts that I just drove through here. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Just give you guys kind of an idea of
Well, I got Alex talking a little bit, but you could barely hear him. I figured out that I need to put my GoPro on stereo. Plus, I bought an external lapel mic, and we're going to give that a try the next time we get a chance. And I really appreciate him, talking about the mapping system, but you could barely hear him. Out of this thing. Reason why I left it in the split screen mode, you can kind of see how I'm darting around with the drone, kind of like a mosquito over the Pollock's head, just zipping around, trying to get the angle so I could show you, his technique and his ability to move about on the timber. I know there's a lot of other folks out there that can learn just as good, or if not better, but I just wanted to show the process to people that ain't really seen it done, or some people that don't know that you can run a chainsaw this fast and get as much done. One of the hardest things to do is take audio off your GoPro and sync it up with your drone, especially while you're running a chainsaw. It's got to be right in line to make it look right and sound right. Hopefully I got it done, and hopefully when I run it through the two editing processes I have to do, I have to save it to my computer first, then I upload it to YouTube to keep it correct, and hopefully it stays in tune, because I got it lined up just perfect for both of these clips. It was so difficult to spend an hour and a half on this first clip that is right now being played. Then it steps into a different one with a single, but I can split screen it and stuff like that. I just wanted to let you know how difficult it is and why I didn't have a longer clip in that first video. And old Pollock here is in pretty good shape. I wish I could get back into the woods and get out of the truck and limb for a while and get myself better into shape. But I do a lot of tree work in the summertime. I do land clearing and prep for building sites and stuff like that. So I get my share of cutting and limbing and cutting up trees and taking some to the mill and stuff in the summertime. I hope you enjoy this, the Pollock here doing his lemon process. Doing a cold start on the old military truck. Didn't want to start that day, and I shortened up a 9/16 inch wrench on the batteries, tightening up the terminals. Got pretty hot, but yeah, I'm revving up that truck. It's got 2 alternators in it. I've never seen a service truck with 2 alternators. It's pretty cool. I think it was about 23 or 24 degrees below zero while we were trying to start that thing. It was a cold day. That's why I was sitting in the truck. That's a good place to be when it's cold.
Well, looks like it finally started, huh? right lane, you're loaded, you can take it to the mill.
I had this from last year. It's a set of chains that's been running around on an axle on a piece of equipment I noticed, and figured I'd show you. That's a hazard of running chains. You always got to keep an eye on them or else they'll cut your axle. This is what happens if your truck and trailer's too long to fit on this sappy scale. You got to disconnect and then you get to dump. An old pipeline was doing some repair work on Highway 61 south of the Black Bear Casino there, and hauling mats, so they'd block off one lane and unload the mats and haul them in there. I don't know how many loads of mats they put in there, but they had the road hemmed up for a couple days. Must be doing a repair out in that swamp, I think.